It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1783, recorded Thursday, June 11th, 2020. Don't get hosed. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a $10, a $20, and a $30 gadget, and he likes 2 out of the 3, so we're gonna find out which ones he likes. I have another summer gadget, and Dickie D takes over the warehouse. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the Sandom Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, Dickie D. I've been space case the last 2 episodes. Here he is, the Gadget Tear, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
Doesn't matter. No, today I'm beginning to feel like I'm a robot. I am the routine. Yeah. What is this? 100 days or something that. It's really ridiculous. I just am getting bored. New York City entered phase 1 on Monday, which means nothing for pretty much everybody here. Construction can take place, but there's nothing going up in my neighborhood, and that's about it. And
the way you said that made it sound like if only there was construction in your neighborhood. You could just look and watch and just see something happen. But there's nothing going on in my neighborhood.
There is nothing going on. And I think Staten Island, which is one of the 5 boroughs, or maybe I guess it's Jersey. Jersey, I think this weekend is going to have restaurants open. And they're doing something kind of neat. They're closing many of the streets so the restaurants can put the tables out in the street.
Oh, interesting.
And that way the tables can be 6 feet apart and the restaurants can make some money because like Dennis and I go to a little French restaurant just for like our anniversary and birthdays and things. Well, it's a tiny French restaurant. If you sit 6 feet apart, they will have 4 tables that entire restaurant.
Oh no!
It is just such a tiny restaurant. So that's something to look forward to. But that's about it.
Yikes!
Yeah.
We were just reading Texas is having some more cases, but also the dates, like I forget them. Apparently, we haven't had stay at home since like the end of April. Like it seems like. That's not a thing. And it's also just so weird how the different areas are handling things. Because I know around Dallas County has rules in place where you must wear a mask. But some of the counties around Dallas, you don't have to wear a mask. It's like, okay. So it's so interesting. There's so many different pockets of like, this has to do this way. And then this other way area, completely different way. I
know. Well, we had this stupid 8:00 curfew that ended.
Oh yeah,
that was ridiculous. Although I spoke to a couple of dog walkers who said, "Well, Charlie can just run in the yard." But most dog walkers said, "I mean, we walked him at 10 and 11 o'clock, and cops rode by and sort of slowed down and looked at us and kept riding." I guess they figure if you're out walking your dog, you're not going to stop.
Selective enforcement. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yikes. Interesting.
And the Showstoppers did an online thing today. It's not when I've been to 3 of them now. They're kind of interesting, but the fact that you can't hold the gadget,
right?
The fact that you can't do a video of it is something. It was ORAM. We talked about them.
Yeah, they're the I have a few gadgets that do blood pressure and stuff like that.
Yes, they're doing the first FDA approved blood pressure watch that works exactly the same way as one in the hospital works. And
Interesting.
I mean, it's going to be $500, but evidently it's a big deal. And what else did I see? SanDisk has some now 1 and 2 terabyte little, almost indestructible pocket hard drives that for storage. And there was there's another. Oh, I have to get the name of the app. It's free. It's on. It's for iPhone only right now, and you go into a room and you could use that little thing we talked about last week, the little gadget that moves your phone around the room. You stand there and you move your iPhone around the room, and then after it goes through this company's software, you can, if you want to do that in an empty apartment, you can then get furniture from catalogs and put it in every room and then see how all that looks. Or if you're looking at a room and you want to show it to a spouse, you can just do that. And then when you go home, you can roam through the rooms. I've not seen anything like that before. Maybe someone else is doing that kind of thing, but that looked kind of amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that, but only on like the professional level of,
yes,
like you got to buy this specific hardware that allows that to happen.
Yes. And there was something we saw at CES about 3 years ago that never came to market. It was Lenovo working with like Home Depot, Sears, all the big box stores, where they had an app that you could see a piece of furniture and pick it out of the catalog, and then somehow they would send you a file that you could download and see what it would look like in your house.
So actually, Home Depot does this, and it's different. So I don't know if this is only an Apple thing because I don't have an Android phone, but there's a augmented reality sort of framework built in. So this happened recently. I was looking at brackets for a desk, and it had view this object in 3D. So you click it, and it's more built in, so it doesn't have to send you a file. It doesn't have to do any of that. It just immediately launches a viewer, and you can place it in space. You can get it in a mode that isn't in.
Okay, this is the thing I'm talking about.
Right,
okay.
right.
Okay.
And
so it is around. Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. I almost wish I could find something like that quickly.
I mean, I think that's really neat.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's helpful.
You know, if you saw a couch you liked, would you be able to tell by bringing it into your photo that it was too big for the room?
You should be able to, because it's very...
The scale is correct?
Yeah, and one of the things with the augmented reality on the iPhone is one of the most popular apps is this measurement app. So you use the augmented reality to sort of scan the room, and then you can measure from one point to another. So if it's that accurate, if it knows the dimensions of the couch, it'll be in space correct. So you can actually be like, okay, well, I have a lamp here that's this tall with this. Would it look correct with the couch that I'm about ready to get? That sort of stuff. So it definitely works.
That's exciting. Someone should do a podcast about gadgets. They're so interesting.
I just downloaded the Home Depot app.
Okay.
After a while, and sure enough, the thing that it's telling me about is how you can place things in.
Oh my goodness!
Which is pretty funny. So
now someone Scooter X says there's an app called Houzz HOUZZ.com.
Yes, I think, and there's another app. I've seen ads for this app that is it's more of a service for someone to look at your house, and you pay an upfront fee, and they will interior design your house. But one of
Oh.
the services that they offer is you scan your room, get it 3D modeled, and then once it's 3D modeled, they can put the furniture in there for you. You don't really move it around. But yeah. iTech asks, why were you on All About Android? Which I was on All About Android recently. It was more of a alumni thing because I had hosted the show for them, or had TD'd the show for them for so much, and so I kind of gave my perspective on a few of the things they were talking about. But I think there's another thing with all of this. We're talking about the 3D modeling and whatnot that I've come to the realization recently is how movies and video editing and video shooting has become so available to everyone. Everyone with a phone can shoot a video, upload it, have it hosted, all of that for basically free. That is happening with 3D modeling and CAD software and design, and it's happening really fast. I've been sort of getting more into the 3D printing. I had never really modeled my own things to print. I had sort of done some, but I had used some really basic software. And so I started getting into the more advanced software. And one of a very advanced software, Fusion 360, is available for free for personal use if you're just doing it for hobby stuff. And that software, after I went into looking at some tutorials, holy moly, I did not realize how advanced that software was, including things like computer generated models that would use sort of version, like it would test the stress on the model and that sort of stuff. And I was like, this is available for everybody? Like, if I was a teenager again, and I had a few weekends for free, which I don't anymore, I'd be pouring my life into this. This is just so cool. And that's going to be another, I think, revolution of people being able to just become basically engineers overnight.
Yeah.
By not needing to know, like, okay, the stress point of aluminum is this, and this, and go to college to learn all those things to put it into your CAD software. The CAD software is going to be able to just do it for you, and any hobbyist is going to be able to design some incredible stuff. That hit me only like this last week. And then I thought of that because of all the 3D modeling stuff we're talking about, just how
that's great.
How accessible it all is.
Excellent. Well,
I
should we come
downloaded
back
this
down to Earth.
probably, yeah. I kind of downloaded this software to see if I could see the exact thing that we were talking about, but doesn't look like it exists on this product I'm looking for. Anyway, we've talked enough about it. Let's get into some gadgets.
Gadgets you can buy because they're real cheap. Here's number one.
I have something new from WORX, which is not a tool at all. Actually, this also is from WORX. Zip Snip. I actually like opening clamshell packages now that I have this. All right. So this is from WORX, and it's the 20-volt power share. The batteries are called 20-volt power share. But this is a very clever idea. I guess that didn't go all the way through. Let me just cut this again. Put that down. All right, now. All right, so what this is, it's a clever idea. So you have your batteries, okay, that you clip into various tools. And probably if you work with a lot of tools, you have a spare battery, okay? And the thing is, when you're not using the battery, they just sit around. So I don't know if any other company is doing this. This is a way to make the battery into a phone charger, a laptop charger. You just slip this on, and now I can see that this battery is not terribly charged, but I now have 2 USB-A out, and I believe it's 2.1 watts, so that you can charge devices. You know what I have? I'm concerned that since the battery that I'm using only has a little bit of power in it here, you can see that there are just 2 dots there. Anyway, let me just see if this will charge my my USB-C Chromebook, my Acer. I like this Acer a lot. Let's just see now. Let's see. It's showing. Let's see. Is it charging? It's so funny. On this Chromebook, I'm not sure, but it is. Oh, it is charging. Okay. The charge light is lit here. Okay. So I am using the PowerShare battery, a 20 volt, and I called WORX and I said, does it work with all your 20 volt batteries? And they said yes. So this is the smallest 20 volt PowerShare battery, and they make bigger ones depending on what tool you have. But this guy will fit on all of them. I guess the release is down here. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's $20. Okay, so I think that's a very clever idea.
That is awesome. I think that using the battery that you already own, sliding on a new attachment, wham bam, got a portable battery. Love it.
Yeah, especially if you're on a construction site or something, you don't have to worry that your phone's going to go down because you probably have 1 or 2 of those batteries hanging around, and pretty much charges anything. It charged my Chromebook just fine, and it's just $20.
Yeah,
and also it's reading the voltage that's in whatever WORX battery, 20 volt share battery that you click it on. So I think it's a very clever idea.
I think it's very clever, and I wonder if because of power tools like need to suck up energy, if this is kind of already like built in with like fast charging, like giving you a good amount of amps and that sort of thing, which is fantastic. I want more companies to do this. This is great.
I think once they
WORX.
see it, they'll say, wait, we should be doing that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to go to a $10 gadget, and this is it.
Okay, I like these glasses a lot, but recently they broke, and I did not use the William M. Gaines formula for buying things. And that is, if you find something you really like, buy several spares, okay? So I don't have spares for this. I figured, maybe I can just fix it. And I had a kit somewhere, an eyeglass repair kit. I could not find it, so I figured I'd go on Amazon. That kit was like $7 or $8, and it came with 4 screws. So I go on Amazon, and I get, ta-da! The eyeglass and watch screw kit with 1,000 screws. Okay?
Don't drop it.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, I got really screwed on Amazon by buying something terrible? Well, now I just got screws on Amazon. Look at this kit. So you get not only 1,000 screws, there's probably 1,000
parts.
There are nuts. There are washes. There are plastic washes, clear washes. And the instructions say, make sure the label always faces up when you open this. And you can see why. If this was ever facing down when you open this box, you have 1,000 little screws all over the place, okay? So label up, but look at all this stuff. You get 1, 2, 3.
You could be a glasses repairman.
What?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe a second career.
Start a side.
6 screwdrivers there, a little tweezers, And I don't even know what this is. Oh. Oh, another screwdriver. Wow. Oh, okay. A slot at one end and a little Phillips at the other. So you know what this is? I guess this is so you can put it on your keychain. This is really neat. Now how much would you pay? Okay. This entire kit was $10, $9.99. All right, and I'll show you. I'm going to take these glasses off and put other glasses on so I can show you. I did a. It's a very technical term, half-ass. Okay. So I tried putting in one of those tiny screws. I could not get it in the hole. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to start with a big screw, which was easier to handle. And so it sticks way out. Now, in theory, I guess I could try to cut that, but then I'd scratch the lens. But it doesn't bother me because when you wear the glasses, this doesn't come anywhere near any part of my face. So I'm happy with this because I like these glasses. And I can't find them online. And when you buy something online and you try and find something similar, it is amazing how many different glasses you can buy trying to match the ones that you got online. And you just somehow can't seem to get exactly the ones that you wanted. These are some of them. Okay? These are some of them. Anyway, next time I find something I really like, I'm going to buy many of them. And if you have, also, I was thinking about Chad, who, you know, hacks things. This is a great screw set. Now, I love it that it says magnetic screwdrivers. And it said, since the screws are stainless, they may not be magnetic. So I thought stainless screws were magnetic. But online, some of them are. You know, it's very funny. I can't get one of these. Now, this is magnetic, okay? Turns out that there are all grades of stainless. For some reason, these little washes or these nuts. Boy, it's hard to tell. I don't have great eyesight, so fixing glasses. But they are supposed to be magnetic. Let me see if this is any better. If this is more magnetic than those. No. The funny thing is, the long screw that I used and the screwdriver that I ended up with was magnetic because I was able to lower that screw into the hole on the glasses. But anyway, if you do handicrafts, not handicrafts, but if you do any kind of electronics or any kind of building and you need a stainless screw set, gosh, for $10, this is amazing. And none of these numbers make sense to me, but you probably, if you build things, will know what these things are. $10, that's it. The Giz Wiz, I can see again.
I thought that, you know, you should have bought glasses for life. You definitely just bought enough screws for life.
Oh my God!
You'd never run out.
I know. Oh, and Regatta says, "Don't use magnetic screws in watches."
Oh, that makes sense.
Boy, I don't plan on repairing any watches.
That makes sense.
But isn't that a good deal? I mean, I haven't bought anything in years, but I thought, gosh, this seems like a great deal.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I was just happy that it was the screw that holds one of the little arms on fell off, so I had glasses that only went over one ear, so I was able to fix it with that screw set.
I didn't realize how many different. Also, it looks like there's different heads on these. So you got like Torx screws because it comes with all the different head types.
Okay. I was wondering. I looked at one of those drivers and thought, "What the hell is this for?"
Yeah. So this,
that is
Star
a heck of an assortment.
Yeah, it's like you could do a laptop. You could do. I mean, I guess that's what it shows right here. You got your glasses, your watches, your phones, whatever you need. Yeah, that's awesome. if you want even more of a deal, which I don't even see why you would, I forget who found this. In
Oh
the
my
chat room.
gosh.
Well, there you go. $5.
Over at AliExpress, 1,000 pieces for
$5. That was bleak.
$4.38.
Now that does not come with the colored screwdrivers. It only
Oh,
comes
what,
with
Chad? Oh, wait. Then they add 26 cents for shipping.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Well, that's where they get
That's
you.
where they get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually
But you're
get you
still
in the
for
fact
under
that it'll be
$5.
delivered in September.
Oh.
That's why
Oh yeah.
you
I
get
will
what
have.
you pay
You will
for.
have. If you're fixing your glasses, will have walked into too many blank walls. Just spend the extra $5.
I almost wonder, like September, my prescription would change. I wouldn't even own these type of glasses. Oh my god.
It's very funny.
That's good. Now, it sounds like we've had two gadgets that you liked, and we teased at the start of the show saying there was one you didn't like so much.
Oh my gosh. And hopefully you might even tell me what's going on here. And this is the whole story. Let's watch.
Okay, so we're in the bathroom because after just about 40 years, I had an idea, all right? I have a garden, you know that, and there's no water spout in the backyard, water faucet to hook up a hose. There is one in the basement at the front of the building. So in order to water plants in the backyard, I need to use a 100-foot hose that goes through the cellar, through the room where the gas and electric meters are, then through the basement, then through the boiler room, then up the back stairs into the yard. And I don't know why after 40 years I thought, wait, maybe I could hook a hose up to my sink. So I go online and it seems that you have to know some dimensions, which I have no idea. So I bought this kit, the most elaborate kit I could find, with 1, 2, 3, 4,
Over-engineering.
6
I like it.
different adapters. And already I'm up. Oh no, 7 adapters. Okay. Smarter Fresh faucet adapter set. We've included the 7 most common faucet adapters. Keep in mind, aerator threads on faucets are not uniform, even among faucets of the same brand.
This seems...
That makes
All the major
sense.
brands manufacture faucets that our adapters are compatible with, and there are faucets that they are not. Oh my God. All right, anyway, I know that you,
Seems like that
you
would
must
be
have
confusing
a
just for
faucet
them.
that has
Like,
yes.
unscrewable,
Extra
adapter,
work, just
okay?
for them.
So this faucet has that, and then there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try a couple of them, and then we'll cut away so that, let me see. Oh, you know, maybe through the, oh my gosh. This looks like the right one from the top. And then in theory, I can hook a garden hose up to this. And then I can just go directly into the backyard, which would be a godsend. All right, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. All right, so it's not as easy as one said. These are too small, so I need something bigger. All right, let's go to the big guy. Oh, you know, G7. Oh, okay. I guess they go up in size, so at least now I know this is a 7. If not, then I'll try a 6. Now, if you know the exact
worried about
size,
the drain. There's a strainer
you can buy
in the drain.
single adapters for $6 to $7. But this entire kit was $30. Okay.
Oh, it's...
Huh?
Huh?
Not.
Did you find it?
All right. That's on. Now there's a hose. Does this take a hose connector? Hang on.
Davey says Chinese hoses only.
Wait, can it possibly be
Now,
this
I'm
simple?
holding it crooked here, so then I have a better idea.
You know what? Hang on a second.
Is to take that out so that I can actually have a good,
just make sure this
clean
is the
shot
right
at the
thread for that.
hose. And
Red
then it's just going to pan up. There we go. This is what's wrong.
Yeah, this
What?
doesn't look.
It doesn't go into the freaking hose.
That's as far down as this.
Now
goes.
that
It
is
doesn't go down
standard.
As far as reaching the.
Uh,
I am depressed about this.
is there is there a chance that there's another piece?
You know what?
That's what I'm looking for.
At some point,
think
this
so.
video is just going to fade to something else because I don't want to bore you to tears with this. All right, so we gave up on that hose. I got another hose. One of these.
I figured
big,
it's my
clunky,
hose.
heavy hoses.
So I
that
go get
don't
another
like.
hose.
This. It's like the same as the other hose. I don't know. You can't tell from just looking at this, but it turns in one revolution. Okay. And these are 3/4 inch hoses, and that's what the instructions said for 3/4 inch hose. It only goes in that far. Down the cellar, the old connection down there, this screws all the way on. So I do not know what to do. And all the other fittings are smaller, so there's no use. Nothing else works. Boo!
David's saying it's probably
Engine room, full speed ahead.
So
And that beeping noise was the bell, so the timing was great. So Chad, are there different hose threads on hoses?
there shouldn't, not that I know of. It seems like all spigots are the same threading.
Yes.
The fact that also there wasn't a common thread. It sounded like you tried all the others too. There wasn't a common thread.
The others are all too. The others
Small.
go right into the faucet without making any contact.
Now, but do the others that don't fit in the faucet, will they fit on the hose?
No.
See, that was what I thought. I thought I saw you trying. It didn't seem like those fit on the hose either.
No. I just nothing is standard. Bleak says no. The thing was, it seemed like everybody was saying the hardest thing is to get the fitting that
From
fits
the faucet.
the aerator, where the aerator was. I got it on the second shot, but the hose does. So all I'm thinking, is there another thing that will screw on that? All
But like,
garden
good
hoses,
luck. I found this thing on Amazon. Let me see.
Yeah.
What threading that is.
Dr. Morbius says all garden hoses have the same thread.
Yeah. That's what I would think too. Is the same size threading and the same size. I don't know.
The complete guide, Scooter X.
Scooter X sent
guide-
over the complete guide for garden hose fittings. I mean, this does look like the complete guide. See, maybe this is something that would work. Is you get something that is not, doesn't need to be standard. It's just a washer that uses friction, and then this would be something that would work, but that's a different type of thingy.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. You have to
buy.
buy that special hose.
Yeah. Or
That
is this
slides
just
it-
on the top of the... What is this guy? This might be your gadget, Dick. Because I think that's a normal hose. That thing just goes on top. Like, that's a normal thread right there.
I see. So you buy... Okay,
You
I
buy
got
that. Which, that might be nice.
Maybe that's the way to do it. Oh,
what is
God.
this gadget? The
Hose...
hosey lock?
Hosey lock?
Hosey lock?
Hozel. I'll look it up later. Hosey lock. Maybe that's what I need.
That's, here it is. Created by gardeners for gardeners. That's how you know it's good.
Oh, okay. Well, it would really solve things that rather than dragging this 100-foot hose.
Yeah.
Actually, it's one of those expandable hoses.
But
it's still a pain in the neck.
Well,
Anyway, so
I think that gadget, that's weird.
It's
As long
weird,
as,
isn't it, that this company makes
yeah.
7 different ways to be sure that you can hook this device
Yeah.
to a faucet.
Every time I had a theory of, I think you're doing it wrong this way, it seemed like you immediately were like, well, let me try this. And then, unless there's a piece that is missing, that's the only thing.
No, I went through them all. I figured,
Yeah.
I know there's some gadget that goes now between the hose and this,
Yeah.
but there ain't. Anyway, well, at least I know now about hosey locks. Oh, that was a fairy tale, wasn't it? Hosey locks?
Yes.
Anyway, this hose was too short. This hose was too long. But this hose lock was just right. Anyway, that brings us to Chad.
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
We are in the middle of summer theme for the Crappy Corner, and I recorded a video earlier, so let's check it out. Hey Dickie D, so here we are at a beach.
Oh, wow.
This is the
outdoors.
closest thing that I have to a beach within 30 minutes of me. And today is a portable cup holder, tumbler, and bottle opener from Beach Life. Ooh la la. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and see what we're working with. So inside of here we have 4 different holders, and the idea here is that if you're at the beach and you have a drink, you don't want it to tip over. Obviously it could be a better, bottle, bigger bottle, cup, something like that. So you'd take this, you'd stick it into the ground, and that would be a nice platform for your drink. You detach this, which just slides in with some teeth. So there you go. Now you have a great way to hold your drink. This has a fun addition, which is that there is a bottle opener on the bottom of this. So let's give that a try. I wonder if you do it like this. And haha! There you go.
Okay.
Put that back in there. Make sure the teeth line up. Lock it in place. And there you go. The pack comes with 4 different holders, and they fit all nicely together, so they are easy to store and move. So there you go. That's it from my summertime location. Back to you guys. There was about 3 feet of sand. we were able to shoot so that it looked exactly like
That
we were
looked
on
like a big beach. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they're pretty inexpensive, $15 for a set of 4. I was looking I had this kind of in my mind as like a holder for the beach, and but then I saw this one that had the extra addition of a bottle opener, and thought that was a fun little way to sort of spice it up. They also have that you could use it for trash, you could use it for your phone, use it for your drinks as well. And then something that may not have been easy to tell in the video is that there are sort of teeth to the connector. So even down in here you have one, which would be this one right here, for the feet, so it can be locked in there and not slide out. And then you slide that out. And then on this side, there's 3 different ones. So you connect it, twist it, and then it is connected so it won't fall apart. And you have, each one of these has a bottle opener at the bottom, which is kind of nice. There you go.
I was looking at it got great reviews. It looked like all 5 stars from like,
oh yeah, look at that.
129 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can just see people on
Can you hook a
vacation.
garden hose to it?
This is a standardized tooth, which yes. And then they also
nice.
kind of all compact together whenever you want to throw this in your beach bag or whatever. So I like them. They nest all together and whatnot. It's very good.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's that crappy corner. Moving on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, so keeping Murphy's Law in mind, when I broke my glasses, I went on a hunt because I knew I had a glass repair kit. Went through boxes of crap that I had taken home from the warehouse. The day I fixed my glasses, I said, "Oh, what's in that box?" Ta-da! You can see how long it's been in the warehouse. In that box was Snap It, the revolutionary snap-off screw for eyeglasses. Now, it's still online. This is 10 years ago. And the lady I interviewed, I believe, is in this video explaining how this works. So let's take a look at that.
Has this ever happened to you? Your glasses come apart. You try to repair them, but those tiny screws drive you crazy.
If only
They're
we had
easy
1,000
to
of
lose,
them.
hard to pick up, and so short they're almost impossible to thread. Well, kiss that frustration goodbye. Introducing the revolutionary new Snap It Repair Kit by iEgo. Snap It's one-of-a-kind screws have a unique feeder length that makes repairs fast and easy. Simply line up the frame, push in the feeder tab, tighten the screw, then snap off the tab. It's as simple as that.
Snap.
Traditional repair kits are frustrating and can waste your time, but with Snap It's patent-pending screws, you'll have your glasses fixed in no time so you can get back to the things you love doing. Each kit comes with a screwdriver and 4 different sized, easy-to-use screws that will fix most glasses. Fits easily in pockets and purses. Order online today at snapitscrew.com and kiss frustration goodbye. Fix your glasses the easy way with Snap It's revolutionary Total Repair Kit.
Unfortunately,
Now-
screws are not standardized and may not be the same across all glasses. No, sorry.
No, and I had done I used to be on a show called Steals and Deals, and like every 3 months we would do, so you think you're an inventor. And so I asked this woman, I said, how much did it cost you from the time you thought about this to you actually having this kit? And I think she mortgaged the house, all her life savings. It was $250,000.
No. Oh my God.
And the hardest thing was designing those screws so that you could screw it in without that little thing breaking off, but that thing easy enough to break off that it wouldn't upset the alignment if it was hard to break off. Anyway, I was quite pleased to see they're still around.
Yeah,
and
it's still
actually,
working.
they're pretty inexpensive. It's $9 for 2
Yeah,
kits.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
You know-
I was going between packs. Yeah, I got. I looked for
I was
two.
gonna say. Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
one.
Yeah, okay.
$6.50.
One is $6.50, but 2 of them is $8 or $9.
You could get a
$9.
6-pack for $20. Look at that.
But you have to be a really careless person to need
Yeah.
6 packs of these. Maybe if you have a bunch of kids who are always breaking their glasses.
And Dickie D, this is the Amazon's choice for Snap
for
It.
Yes,
Oh,
they do that now. No matter what you buy, I'm sure that under plumbing, if you're looking for hose clamps that won't work, I have bought Amazon's choice for hose clamps that are disappointing.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous because no matter what you put on, it's
You
going to be
could make up a word. And
Amazon choice for things to poison yourself.
it's the Amazon choice for blur. Wow. Amazon must really love these guys.
Anyway, I hope it is that woman, and I hope she made enough
Yeah.
money. I hope she got all her money back, And I hope she made a lot of money. And
I mean,
the fact
there's a lot of reviews. There's 300 and something reviews. So
yeah.
it looks like it's not that low. It's a very popular product, is what I'm trying to say.
Product,
So,
yeah. And as I said, I interviewed her in 2010. So she's been going strong for 10 years with one product, which is these days to have a product that lasts 10 years, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Derek Murray writes, Dick and Chad, I'm watching this week's show, last week's show, and you show the scene spin gadget reminded me of Kickstarter. I backed on Kickstarter 5 years ago a gadget called the Bubble Pod, which was a clockwork 360-degree doohickey that came with an app, which was next to useless, and it would let you take 360-degree videos or panoramas, which you could mount on a tripod or put on the top of a wine bottle. I received the item. It was garbage. It does look like the thing, doesn't it?
It does. It looks exactly like it.
Yeah. I received the item, but it was garbage. If you recorded video, the phone's microphone picked up the vibration of the clockwork unwinding. The app would constantly crash. It was only 15 pounds. That's a lot. It was only 15 pounds, but that scene spin looks like it does a great job for a fraction of the price. Great show as always. Stay safe. Derek from Inverness, Scotland. The Loch Ness Monster is my neighbor.
That is cool.
Hey, send us some video of the Loch Ness Monster. Get a 360-degree picture of the Loch Ness Monster.
With a in the background because
In the background, yeah.
You can tell that this is kind of an older Kickstarter just from the phone that they're using.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That is so crazy that it has existed before.
Yes, exactly. And that someone came up and was able to do it for $3.
Yeah. Interesting. Thanks for sending that over. That's awesome.
Yeah, and that was Derek. Derek, thanks so much. And say hi to Lockie, I guess. Does he have it? Oh, Nessie. I think
there you go.
That's who it is, Nessie. Yeah. We're on first name basis with all sea animals. As a boater.
Thanks for sending that in. And hey, Dickie D did the warehouse this week, but y'all send in your videos as well. That'd be great. Just send them, take video, portrait mode, not in landscape. Wait, no, landscape, not in portrait.
Landscape mode, not in right.
And,
here you see the gadget.
Yeah.
Anything to do with a gadget. Make sure there's a gadget involved. And send it on to us. Mail at gizwiz.tv. Mail at gizwiz.tv. And you'll get, if we show you a video, you get a Mad magazine. Do you have yours there? If not, I have mine here.
I haven't grabbed it yet. It's downstairs.
Oh, okay. All right. So you will be playing for the August issue of Mad, which is an all Al Jaffe tribute.
Ooh.
Now, Al Jaffe is famous for two huge Mad features. The Mad Fold-In. Al Jaffe did his last fold-in. He's retiring. Al is 99 years old.
Whoa.
And Al is also famous for snappy answers to stupid questions. Have you ever read that thing, Chad?
Snappy answers to stupid questions?
Yeah, yes. It's like, let me see if I can find one here. By the way, Mad is doing all reruns. So I had written a long time ago a Mad look at health spas, and Jaffe illustrated that. And let me see if I can find it. So basically what it is, and I'll tell you how we came up with it, because I said, Jaffe, it's such a funny idea. The idea is that you would, you come in the front door and you're soaking wet. and someone says, "Is it raining out?"
Is it raining out? Yes.
Right. So these are, and you go, "No, I like taking showers with all my clothes on." No, there was a bucket of water over the door, and I just walked into it. And then so some of the other ones. Oh, here it is. Oh my God! This is the original one that he did. Is it raining?
Oh yeah.
Okay, right. The guy's coming in the door. Is it raining? No, I came home by going through the storage system. No, it's hot out, and this is sweat. And I said, Jeff, how did you ever come up with that? And he said, a million years ago, remember when we had antennas on the roof? And he said, we were watching television and the picture that was going in and out. And I knew that the antenna was loose on the roof. So he said, so the next day I'm up on the roof, tightening the antenna. And my 12 or 13-year-old son comes home from school and climbs up the ladder and says, "Are you fixing the TV antenna?" And I said, "No, I just killed your mother and I'm stuffing her down the chimney." And he broke himself up.
Yeah.
And later he said, is there anything like that I could do? I'm obviously up there fixing the antenna. And he says, "Are you fixing the antenna?" And so he started doing that in Mad. He did 3 books. The first 2 each sold 1 million copies.
Whoa.
So people loved that idea.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a
so
tribute to...
So in the Twitch chat, Cardiff says, "Here's your sign." And that was what I've been thinking of this entire time, is the comedian Bill Engvall has a bit that is so similar. And it is the exact same thing of, you have a flat tire, obviously. It's like, you got a flat tire? It's like, nope, they were all flat and the other 3 just swelled up on me. That sort of thing is like his bit. It was the exact same thing. That's what I'm thinking of the whole time.
Well, he can thank Al Jaffe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what you're playing for, the all Al Jaffe issue, and hoping that someone goes to the office, because I keep a subscription going, and the only way I knew it came out is my subscription copy came. So they have to get me a case of them. So at the end of June, I can mail them out. I'm sure they'll get it squared away. So send us your video, okay? Anything to do with a gadget, 2 to 3 minutes, and you have it. Mail at gizwiz.tv.
Perfect. Is it Jeff Foxworthy? Someone's saying Jeff Foxworthy. It may be Jeff Foxworthy. I thought it was Bill Engvall. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Getting my comedians all messed up. Want to say a big thank you to you guys for supporting over on patreon.com/GizWiz. You guys are incredible. Seriously, thank you so much for your support. If you like the show and you want to give back, please head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz and you can support there. Also, we have a PayPal. If you don't want to give reoccurring over on Patreon, head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and click on the PayPal link on that page. Thank you once again so much to everybody who supports. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that is where you can watch us live just about every Thursday, and we've been pretty much on track for a few months now over at gizwiz.tv. Head on over there, click on the video if we are live. The main page will be taken over with the live stream, and you can also join the chat room. If we aren't live, and it's any other time other than Thursday, about 4:30, 7:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific time, then you can catch any of the old episodes right there on the website. Just click one and watch, or you can watch on iTunes or RSS feeds or on YouTube. We got all of it right there for you. If you want to learn more about the gadgets that we talked about on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he writes up good articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. If you want the mobile version, go to gizwiz.me. And while you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show online where you get to win some Mad magazines for your own. This is an entire gadget, and you have to guess what the heck it is. And this is obvious to me that this is a wrench for Legos. It's a Lego wrench, I think. I don't know. Get a guessing over gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, but 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over gizwiz.biz. And that about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.